Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Yeah, triple portion and extra chocolate. I see you 2 and raise you 3. I take it you're folding. Okay. I see you 5 and raise you 6.
Hi guys, just off to avionics. Wonder who to beat this time.
Rundown hab systems, sun traps, rotational guidance, any stress points. Let's know about them now.
Okay. Julius, total frame check, please.
Unity, confirm ground guidance and systems control for the burn duration.
Copy that.
That's a preliminary burn of 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
Burn commencement at 10:22.
Copy. Burn commencement, 10:22.
Okay, that's green lights all the way from here.
Must be a hell of a contract to warrant shifting the station.
There is some commercial inducement, of course, but it's mainly a humanitarian mission.
So, tectonic plate boundaries produce luminous phenomena in the atmosphere above the potential epicenter of an earthquake. Correct?
It's nicely said.
Yeah, so if we can pick it up, then at least we can give them an advance warning.
That's a supposition.
I guess anyone living in or around the Anatolian Fault hopes it's more than supposition.
You know, Kaveh, I think this stroke's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Why is that, Walter?
I used to take a lot of things for granted before. Now I see things differently.
It's a pity we need such experiences to enable us to see that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've been thinking about when I was a kid. I used to swim in the Pacific every morning at 6 a.m. Just me and a few dolphins and Catalina Island rising out of the mist.
You know, swimming would be the best thing for you right now. Maybe you should try the zero-G bay.
Okay. But it ain't the Pacific. Everything in one piece?
Nothing fell off. Photovoltaics are still with us.
Let's have a full external sweep in any event.
Okay, Julius, give me a visual on all externals starting at section 10 through 22.
How are you doing, Walter?
Everything's good here.
No, I mean, how are you doing?
Me? Well, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
It's not possible that I get any bigger, is it?
My sister put on a ton of weight in the last few weeks.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
Harry, you look great.
No, I look as big as a house.
Yes, you look as big as a house, but you still look great.
Shh. Morning, ladies.
Hi, Lyle. Lyle, we're in our new spot.
Uh-huh. Very fine views of the entire northern hemisphere.
Oh, makes a difference from all the water and desert, right?
You think so? I kind of like all that water and desert.
Come on, Harry.
Well, guys, everything seems fine here. Kathryn, it's Lyle. I've spotted an object in our immediate vicinity. I can't tell how big it is or its distance.
Well, there can't be anything near us. The proximity alarm would have sounded.
There's definitely something out there matching our new orbit. Check it out on the radar?
Dusan, patch on the radar.
Nothing in our vicinity.
Nothing on the radar, Lyle.
Well, I'm looking at it.
It's definitely not showing up.
The kid's nuts.
Must be some kind of visual anomaly, an optical illusion.
Yeah, well, I think you better come and look at this optical illusion yourself.
I'm on my way.
Maybe it's the pizza man.
Hold the anchovies.
See there? It's just eclipsed Corona Borealis and is heading toward Coma Berenices. Kid's nuts, eh?
Dusan, there is some kind of object in our vicinity. Look, we've run a check of every known man-made object in orbit, from satellites to pieces of space junk. Whatever that thing is, there's no record of it.
No radar signature?
No, not at all.
Control, could you run a check with all the space agencies and see if there are any recent launches where the payload may have gone missing?
We'll get back to you.
Unity out.
One thing has occurred to me.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Somebody went to an awful lot of trouble to make this thing as good as invisible, which means they didn't want its presence known.
Or that object isn't man-made.
I bet you a month's wages it's from Earth.
As long as it doesn't behave like the last thing we found up here.
Please. Whatever it is, I want a complete series of scans right across the spectrum. Lyle, any new developments out there?
No. Have you guys got anything on it yet?
Zilch. Nothing visible on infrared and no electromagnetic or radioactive emission of any kind.
Whatever it is, it's totally inert.
Or deliberately designed to lie dormant.
Meaning?
I'm not sure yet, but I got a bad feeling about this thing.
Commander,
MacTiernan.
we've had a negative response to our inquiry. No space agency reports any loss of a payload during recent launches. The Goddard Center's log came up negative too.
Okay, thank you, Control. We'll keep you posted on any further developments. Unity out.
We've got to take a closer look at this thing. The satellite inspection drone.
Do it.
Come on, Dusan.
Okay, ready to push it out?
Control, drone is armed and prepped. Ready to have a look at our shadow.
Unity, copy that. Patch us your video feed from the drone once established.
Still can't see it.
Pan left.
Okay. What the hell? Whoa, we're almost on top of it.
What the hell is that?
Whatever it is, it looks pretty damn solid.
Still no radar signal.
Some kind of satellite?
No antennae. No dishes, no visible sensor system, nothing.
I wonder what its power supply is. Small nuclear reactor?
Whoa, let's not jump to any wild conclusions.
I'm gonna move in closer.
What do you think? How big is it?
About 2 meters in diameter. Whatever, it's big.
Control, are you copying this?
Yes, Commander.
How about an X-ray?
Well, it's probably shielded.
You think?
I'd like to know what the damn thing is before we start prodding it.
If you bring it in here, I'm not standing beside you when you start on it with a can opener. That's for sure.
He has a point, Shannon. Try the X-ray.
Well, okay. That answers the shielding question.
Whoa, what happened?
I don't know, but I've lost all contact with the drone.
Uh-oh.
What?
You've lost more than contact with it. You've lost it altogether.
Commander, what's happened? We've lost visual contact.
It's destroyed the drone.
And now it's scanning us.
Well, it knows where we live.
So, we're sharing a close orbit with some kind of weapons system. And an unpredictable one at that.
How did it destroy the drone?
Whatever happened was damn quick.
What set it off?
We did, unfortunately. We used the drone to X-ray it, and it was wiped out instantly.
That was clever.
Yeah, thanks, Lyle. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
So who put this thing up here?
We don't know yet. Control are working on it.
I'm sorry, Commander, but so far all responses to our inquiries have been negative. No one admits to any knowledge of the object. NASA, the Russians, the Chinese, the European Space Agency, the Japanese Space Development Agency.
So I'm to assume it's an alien artifact, am I?
That would be very unlikely.
Yes, very unlikely.
Believe me, Commander, we're doing our best.
It's radar scanning us again.
Control, I'll have to get back to you. Is it going to attack this time?
I don't know. It stopped scanning.
I'm sealing the airtight doors.
What the hell is it playing at?
So, we're open to suggestions. Any ideas?
Can't we destroy it?
No, the thing's fully activated now. I don't think we could get a drone near it without it being scoped.
Can't we hit it with our laser?
Our lasers aren't powerful enough to do any damage. The thing's too heavily shielded.
Well, can't we just blow it up?
What? We're not a military installation.
Yeah, I know that, but we could adapt the explosive bolts that decouple the pods.
That's a good idea. But we still have the same problem, how to deliver an explosive charge to the object. We know the drones won't make it.
So, all we can do is sit here helplessly and hope it doesn't start to take pot shots at us.
That's about the size of it, until Control can figure out who put it up here and get them to deactivate it.
Let's hope we don't get nuked in the meantime.
Yeah.
Has the media got hold of this yet?
No, Commander. A decision was made by the management to keep the situation under wraps for the time being.
Can I suggest that management have a rethink? Going public might jolt whoever's responsible for this thing out into the open.
You may have a point, Commander. We'll get back to you on that.
I'd appreciate it. Unity out.
This is interesting.
What is it?
I'm picking up a faint radar profile from the object.
Hey, it looks different.
It must have extended its communication antenna, which is why it's lost some of its radar invisibility, you see? We're now getting reflections from the object behind the shield.
So it doesn't care that we can see it. I wonder why.
I'd like to know who it's talking to.
The company has agreed to your suggestion. Your predicament has been released to the media. You are getting worldwide coverage.
Any results yet?
Not yet, I'm afraid. And the news channels are clamoring for direct links with Unity. They want interviews with you and the rest of the crew.
I should have anticipated that.
We're stalling them on the matter. The decision to cooperate or not is up to you, but it might help the situation if you do agree.
Well, I'd prefer not to. But let me think about it and I'll get back to you. Unity out.
So the only news I can offer you is that we're still waiting for control to find out who's responsible, and that the thing is still out there. All we can do is wait.
Your isolated communications line has now been connected.
Hi. If you're trying to catch Professor Janos Meyer, you're too late, but you can leave a message.
It's always too late. And now you'll probably never know.
The mainframe lists 15,000 failsafe procedures, covering every scenario from basic docking misalignments to sabotage by Luddites, and you know what?
I'm listening.
Either the chapter covering this situation's gone missing, or we found a flaw in the system.
Just one?
Come on, Shannon, there has to be a solution to this. We've got to be rational.
I'm with the Luddites. And Paula. Let's blow it up.
I'm serious. It's obviously human error that's got us into this situation, and it's human ingenuity that's going to get us out.
I never thought my last day on Earth wouldn't actually be on it.
Don't want to think about it. I'm gonna go and find Harry.
Let's go for a cigarette. Have you ever wondered how you're going to die?
We know how. It's just a matter of when.
Or why?
Why is a powerful word. Like, why'd you come here? For my benefit or yours?
Okay, say that's the enemy. And this is...
Us, Unity.
Exactly. Earth would be...
There.
Right. Can we physically move away from it?
We can try, but we don't know the range of its weaponry.
And it's talking to someone on Earth.
Can we interrupt its line of communication?
What? And put Unity in between?
That's guaranteed to really annoy it.
Well, what are we going to do? Nothing. We've got to wait for Control to come up with something.
You know, years ago, the American Air Force referred to space as the ultimate high ground. How right they were.
How are you feeling, Harry? I've been better. Scared. Yes, I'm scared. I'd be crazy not to be. Is that thing going to open fire on us or not? And what is it? And why is it up here at all?
You there, Commander?
MacTiernan?
We have some hard information at last. We know who put that thing into orbit.
Good. Who?
An organization known as the Deltaplex Corporation, an American aerospace company. They launched Nemesis from the site in Kourash, French Guiana. The French space agency CNES were under the impression that it was a research satellite.
Nemesis, huh?
That's what they call the object.
That figures.
It was during the late 1980s when Reagan's Star Wars program was still hot. There had been experiments with ground-based lasers to knock out missiles, but Deltaplex hoped to get a head start on their rivals by launching an SOWP.
Which is what?
Stealth Orbiting Weapons Platform.
They'd planned a spectacular demonstration of shooting down an ICBM from space.
I don't remember this demonstration.
You wouldn't. It never happened. Deltaplex lost contact with it, so they presumed it had malfunctioned.
What? And they just left it up there without telling anyone?
They presumed it had burned up during re-entry. They didn't see any need to go public with the project, particularly when the Cold War came to an end shortly afterwards.
They presumed? They didn't check that it had been destroyed?
How? It was designed to be undetectable. They were surprised to learn that Nemesis still exists.
Well, not as surprised as we were. Well, perhaps they can redeem themselves by contacting their toy and deactivating it.
Ah, there's something of a problem with that.
Would you care to share this problem with us? Get this. The team that designed Nemesis and wrote its software program were made redundant and disbanded when they closed down the military division years ago. And they even dismantled the ground-based communications equipment.
I don't believe it.
Well, they've got to do something. It's their fault.
They are. They're in the process of tracking down and rounding up the old Nemesis team. It's a top priority operation, and the FBI are assisting them.
What kind of a threat does it pose to us?
A serious one. It's programmed to knock out missiles and hunter-killer satellites.
But there are no such things.
Well, no, not now, but they were on the Star Wars drawing board. So as far as Nemesis is concerned, they exist.
And it's trying to work out if Unity is one of those or not.
Well, at least it's taking its time.
Well, it's deployed antennae, and it's sending signals to its ground base, probably asking for instructions. The only problem is there's no one there to receive them.
Surely those idiots at Deltaplex can get their heads around this.
Nope. Not until they reassemble the original Nemesis team. The current people of the company can't retrieve the Nemesis programs from the computer.
So now what?
We're going to have another shift in orbit to try and get well away from it. Okay.
Another burn.
We intend to put another 3,000 meters between us.
Copy that, Commander. We don't know the effective range of its armory.
Well, why would you? No one seems to know anything at all about the damn thing.
Copy that, Commander.
We set, Dusan?
Set. Julius, pause burn check, please.
Maybe we shook the damn thing off.
I don't know. They're all kind of visible.
Proximity alarm.
What?
It's Nemesis. followed us.
It felt like we took a hit.
Get up!
A big hit.
Son of a... It fired on us! It punctured the outer hull.
And 2 bulkheads. We're losing pressure.
Isolating.
It's gone right through a storage hold and into a transit shaft. Control, Nemesis has taken a shot at us.
Better get ready for another one.
On the ACVR. We may have to ditch the station.
Everyone okay in there?
Yeah, Harry took a fall, but I think she's okay. Oh, I'm fine.
Get Kaveh to take a look at her.
He's already here, so's Lyle.
Good, we're all together in the same pod. Stand by for further instructions.
What is happening?
I'll go next door and find out.
Bulkhead sealed. Damage limited to cargo pod.
Closed loop system?
Not compromised.
So let's not get into the raft just yet. I'd rather take our chances in here.
Any word from Deltaplex?
They rounded up most of the old Project Nemesis team with the help of the FBI. 2 of them have died in the interim. We're expecting to hear from their team leader any minute now.
Commander,
Reading you. What's the latest?
there's someone at Deltaplex ready to talk to you. His name is Todd Brubaker, and he was team leader on the Nemesis project.
Good. How are they doing setting up their old communications system?
They're working at it as fast as they can, so they say.
Oh, yeah?
I'll patch you through to Brubaker.
Hi! Commander MacTiernan, you there?
I sincerely wish I wasn't, Mr. Brubaker.
I'll bet. Hey, listen, call me Todd. So, I hear you're having a spot of trouble with our old Nemesis.
It's lasered a hole through our hull, yes.
Gee, you know, Commander... or may I call you Kathryn?
No, you may call me Commander MacTiernan.
I like your style, Commander. Anyways, I was about to tell you, you could have knocked me over with a teeny-weeny feather when I heard that our old Nemesis was still alive and kicking.
It's alive and it's kicking.
Who is this idiot?
Believe me, Commander, I was convinced Nemesis had been destroyed during re-entry. We all were. But when it wouldn't respond to our instructions to move to a higher orbit, well, we just knew the whole thing had gone down the tube.
This is Walter Shannon, second in command on board Unity. I've just been inspecting the hole your toy punched in our ship.
Oh, howdy, Walt. Well, as I was about to tell your nice lady boss, we're doing our best down here to help you as quickly as possible, but boy, we got us some serious hitches.
Like what?
Well, sir, I'll tell you. The Nemesis computer files were wiped when the project was folded. There are copies, of course, but we're having trouble retrieving them all.
These guys are defense contractors?
But worry not. We'll get it sorted out for you. We're already having copies of the missing components manufactured.
Yeah, okay. Listen, is there any way we can establish radio contact with Nemesis and patch your orders through us?
A negative on that, Walt. For 2 reasons. Nemesis is programmed only to communicate directly with its ground base. And second problem is it'll only recognize a specific code.
Why is the second problem a problem?
Well, I'll tell you, ma'am, that's kind of embarrassing, Commander.
Really? Why?
Well, the code is on one of the files we haven't managed to retrieve yet. But worry not. We're working on it.
They're in touch with one of the original designers of the thing.
I don't see why we can't be evacuated on the ACVR.
It's too risky. Nemesis might mistake us for an ICBM and open fire. What's the matter?
Oh, it's just the baby. Kicking. It's been doing a lot of that in the last few hours.
It's all right.
Transferred anxiety.
Mr. Brubaker, my name is Dusan Kashkavian, and I run the computers and avionics on Unity.
Hi, Deuce boy.
Hi. Is there anything you can tell us about the Nemesis program that might be of any help to us?
Well, son, I gotta tell you that we designed Nemesis to be a real devious and downright ornery son of a bitch.
You don't say.
Oh, sure. It was designed to go stealth as soon as it reached its designated orbit, then to shift to a new orbit, and then establish contact with its ground base via a tight microwave beam, which would have given us its position. But the last part never happened.
Any idea why?
Well, son, I guess we just got too ambitious. Glitches. Remember them glitches I was telling you about? Well, one of them got into the program that we missed on our systems checks.
All right, so now that it's up and running, what can we expect after all these years? I mean, why has it fired on us only one time?
Ah, damn good question, Deuce boy. Yeah. It can't directly connect the drone with your station, and your station isn't included in its programmed group of hostile targets.
So why did it shoot at us?
Well, that's the really neat thing about Nemesis, ma'am. It was programmed to take the initiative, to be flexible in any situation. It's probing you to see if you are an actual hostile.
But since we haven't retaliated, surely it will assume that we aren't hostile. Right?
Well, yeah, if it was functioning properly. But those glitches I told you about make it unpredictable.
Is there a positive angle to this story?
Positive? Oh, sure, yeah. As soon as we establish contact with it, we're going to tell it go blow itself up. And the problem.
Commander MacTiernan. Come in, Commander.
Reading you control.
Brubaker wants to talk to you again. We're patching you through.
Hi there, Commander. Brubaker here.
Have you established contact with Nemesis yet?
Oh, yeah, ma'am, we sure have.
So you've neutralized it?
Well, no, not exactly.
You'll care to elaborate on that?
Well, it's like this, ma'am. We have established contact with Nemesis, but it's, not responding.
You're saying it's refusing to obey your orders to self-destruct?
Oh, you have no idea how bad we feel about this.
No. What's the problem?
Well, we couldn't retrieve the complete Nemesis code from the computer files, with the result that there are, like, gaps in the sequence. And if it doesn't receive the correct code, it presumes security at ground control has been compromised.
Hold on, you're saying it thinks that you've been taken over by the Soviets?
Well, yeah, ma'am, I guess you could say that.
Would a crash course in contemporary history help?
Oh, if only we're that simple, ma'am.
Well, do you have any other recommendations?
Oh, we haven't given up, ma'am. We'll keep plugging away with variations on the code, and we're still searching for those missing sections.
So, basically, we're back to square one.
Afraid so, Commander.
Right, well, get back to us as soon as there are any developments, will you? Unity out.
Now what?
I'm open to suggestions.
Kathryn and I have decided to risk taking direct action against Nemesis. If any of you have an objection, we'll take it on board.
What's your plan?
Actually, it's Paula's plan.
My plan?
You suggested cannibalizing the explosive bolts to make a bomb.
Yeah, right, but you said there wasn't any way of getting the charge over to Nemesis.
Well, on reflection, there may be a way.
But how?
One of us has to make a home delivery to Nemesis.
This type of
heroism is not my style.
Shannon's just not ready for an EVA.
Take care, Lyle. If anything was to happen to you, I'd feel terrible.
Well, in that case, I'll definitely try not to get myself killed.
You know what I mean? It was my idea, after all.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Kaveh here. We're ready.
Reading your Kaveh.
Are you receiving Lyle's suit telemetry okay?
Loud and clear.
I'm not sure I can go through Lyle being at risk again.
I still say it should be me going out there.
And you know why I vetoed that idea. Your blood pressure's still too high for my liking.
Yeah, so you keep telling me. Let's get this show on the road.
Good luck, Lyle.
Lyle, the bomb's been left and they're restrained. So handle it carefully. It's not exactly stable.
Thanks, Dusan. I'm nervous enough as it is.
How are we doing, Lyle?
So far, so good. What's the latest word from down below?
Hang on. Brubaker, you reading me?
That's an affirmative, ma'am.
Dr. Campbell is on his way to Nemesis. Any development?
We're making progress. Found more of the missing code sequences, but old Nemesis is still playing hard to get.
Will you be able to read its reaction when it picks up Lyle?
Shouldn't be a problem, ma'am.
It had better not be. Unity out. You get that, Lyle?
Yeah, very reassuring.
Can you see Nemesis yet?
Yeah, I've got it in my sights. How's it looking on radar?
Nothing so far. Wait. Nemesis is starting to rotate. I think it spotted you.
Yeah. Telemetry is reporting a scan.
Brubaker, Nemesis is scanning Lyle. What's the verdict?
It's requesting an identification of the approaching object. We'll tell it it's non-hostile, but the problem is whether it'll believe us or not.
Lyle, pull up. Don't go any further until we know what it's thinking.
It won't make any difference if it decides I'm a legitimate target, but okay, you're the boss.
What's happening? Is Lyle all right? Yeah, so far.
Nemesis is trying to make up its mind whether to shoot him or not.
Come on, Brubaker, what's the verdict?
Well, Commander, we're 90% certain that Nemesis isn't reading Campbell as a potential hostile.
And 90% certainty isn't a certainty, Brubaker.
Yeah, ma'am, I know, but it's the best offer we can put on the table right now.
Lyle, you hearing this?
Yeah, there's only a 10% chance that Nemesis will zap me. I'm underwhelmed.
What do you reckon, Lyle? I'm afraid it's your call.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Brubaker, any change?
No, status remains the same. Still no sign of negative reaction from Nemesis.
So far?
Yes, so far.
Please be careful, Lyle.
Commander, ma'am, we got a twofold increase in data output from Nemesis. The old boy's getting stirred up.
By Lyle's proximity?
I'd sure say so.
Lyle?
I'm committed now.
Scanning him again.
Brubaker, what's it doing?
Hang on, Commander. We have a development.
Good or bad?
Good, I'd reckon, ma'am. We now have a complete sequence of the code.
So Lyle can abort the mission and return to Unity, and you can blow up Nemesis, right? Brubaker, are you still there?
Maybe he's fainted from the excitement.
We got a complication. We're in full communication with Nemesis now, but it's not accepting our instructions.
So Lyle's still in danger?
No, not Lyle. No, he's still not registering as a threat.
What then?
Old Nemesis Nemesis has returned his attention to you, to Unity. It's carrying out a reassessment of you as we speak.
He's right, Kathryn. We're being scanned.
Lyle, we'd really appreciate it if you could hurry things up.
Almost there.
Myself 5 minutes to get clear. Should be enough.
Uh-oh, Commander. We got ourselves a problem.
What?
Since Campbell activated the bomb, Nemesis considered itself compromised. It's going self-destruct.
Well, tell it not to.
We're trying, man, but it's not paying attention.
Lyle, speed it up. Hurry.
I heard. I'm on full throttle. How long?
Lyle!
I've lost the readout from his suit, Kathryn.
Commander, are you there? We've lost contact with Nemesis. Did it blow?
Lyle, talk to me.
What happened? You guys okay?
Are you alright?
I don't know.
Come on, sit down.
Come in, Lyle. Please answer me.
Well, somebody tell me what the hell is going on?
Shut up, Brubaker! Lyle, are you okay?
Kathryn, I've got him on radar. He's 3 clicks away.
Lyle, damn it, are you alive or dead?
Alive evidently. How many times do I have to tell you? Kathryn, are you reading me yet?
Lyle, thank God. Are you all right?
And suit telemetry is back online.
Yeah, shaking up a bit, but okay. Suit took a severe pasting, but no punctures. Blast must have damaged radar antenna.
Thruster system okay?
Thruster system fully functional. On course and heading for home.
Great. Well done, Lyle. I'll be waiting for you in the payload bay. Over and out.
Will somebody up there please talk to me? Please. Bernie, please.
Now, guys, today was not a good day. We damn nearly got ourselves blown to pieces, and I just got lucky. I shouldn't really be here. But it brought to mind something we've never discussed. What you should do is something were ever to happen to me. But because things can go wrong up here. It's not a 100% friendly environment for us humans. So, in a worst-case scenario, and say I wasn't around any longer, you should go to Paula or Harry. And they take care of you. They look after you. Because they know... well, they know how I feel about you. So, good night, guys. See you in the morning.
Hi, Lyle. Hey, you did a real good job out there today.
Oh, well, thank you, Walter.
You know, I'll bet that guy Brubaker was pulling our chain.
And what makes you say that?
Professional jealousy. I mean, our software cut it, his didn't. Here, swiped it from Harry's stash.
So what do you plan to do about Brubaker?
The next time I'm downtown, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna feed him a knuckle sandwich.
Well, good on you, Walter.
No. Good on you, buddy.